Hello YouTube, hello YouTube. Hey guys. Due to my hand injury, I feel so I don't feel very. I didn't have time to record for a fight video or anything. You guys can make a suggestion on like what videos you guys want, but like so anyway for today I decided to cover Ezel on in beauties. In no particular reason, I just thought to. It's a very interesting question. I've like long wondered, like because Ezel's gimmick is riding to grade 3 on turn 2, like you have, why not make an Ezel build that is very interesting, that encapsulate that whole entire thing, basically. God, help me, I'm so bad at this right now. Anyway, so I'm going to show you my take on Ezel for the latest set of beauties. I might be missing a card, I don't know. Until Platinum Ezel come out, I'm not sure if this is anything special. Anyway, for the right line, we start with Crimson Card Carif. This one is needed because when you write in, because you write your right, we are using the Ezel right line, of course, obviously. So we're using Knight of Elegant skill Gareth. So his skill is when this unit is rolled upon by Knight of Superior Skill Bowman, which is the grade 2, search your deck up to one Supreme Rain Beast and reveal it, and then put it in and shuffle your deck. Basically, when it's rolled upon by the grade 2, you search for this order right here. Then the grade 2 says, if your soul has Knight of Superior Skill Gareth, which is the grade 1, and Crimson Card Lion, which is the grade 0 basically. So if you got grade 1 and 0 in soul, you can discard a card from your hand, choose up to one incandescent Blond Ezel from your right deck, write it as stand, and it gets -1 drive at the end turn. So you basically superior right Ezel. And no, it says discard from your hand. If you do have extra energy or counter blast, you can actually discard Biscotti for that cost, and it still triggers. So you do get a draw. So that is something to keep in mind. Anyway, onto Ezel's skill. Oh, it's a little blur on this one. Let me just. So basically, you can only write Ezel, which is obvious because so that you cannot just write into your chosen grade 3 from your deck and then do a whole lot of shenanigans. Second, at the beginning of your right phase, if you have a grade 3 or less units, so +1, look at top 3 cards of your deck, choose out the one grade 3 or less, basically super normal calling rules, and then call it the open rearguard circle. And then basically on attack, if your opponent grade 3, it's your multi-attack function where you top 7, choose 2, call them, and then shuffle. Note this one doesn't say shuffle, so if you're playing the TCG or the OCG, you won't shuffle. Obviously, to take advantage of the fact that we jump, right, we run Persona, right, so that you can Persona on turn 3, which when your opponent is basically just hitting grade 3, the numbers are not fair. Because, sorry, when you write this, they'll be on grade 1, when you write this, they'll be on grade 2. So you're beating out grade 2 with Persona numbers, and then on turn 3, well, they're practically dead. That's why you run Fire Regal. We run Greydolus Grail, not Fire Regalis. Oh, Fire Regalis is not out yet. Greydolus Grail, sorry, for more Persona right targets. Yeah. Anyway, so we run Sidus for the it's just a beat stack basically. The first effect, if your opponent checks a trigger, it gets +10,000 power and shield. You will only use the shield in niche cases. Second effect, when this unit attack, you can choose the top card, which is very useful. And then you can perform one of the following here. I'm kind of, when set 6 is out, I'll probably for deities, I'll probably recover a lot of the encounter decks for Heater and explain to you what cards some of the few decks like Ezel, Phantom Blaster Overlord. I won't cover MLB because it doesn't do anything, and I'll explain why during the Phantom Blaster Overlord video. Don't worry. We run K4, yes, I know, Kita Power, blah blah, but this is the days, so you can use Kita Power and will not break the bank because you already broke the bank on this game. Not really, I mean, it still costs less than Kita Power, so yeah. Anyway, so K4 basically says if you're playing all this turn, you can place it on rear guard circle. If it's not placed by unit card ability, so +1, let top high, choose a card, create less than equal to your Vanguard, call it the rear guard, shuffle your deck. And if your opponent is grade 3 against spot, and when you have 4 more units, which your gold power you will have, it's essentially a 20,000 power beat stick. You run Cocoa, you run Viscotti, mainly as discard fodder and an energy sink, so you can EB3 and draw, very useful. And the second effect is useful, especially if you it says if you personalize. So if you call this on the beginning of right face skill of Ezel, it doesn't work. But on the attack step, you can. When you activate the multi-attack, so you can stack your triggers, which is very cool. We run Shadow Paladin PGs because I want to be on theme and run clans. You will notice all my most of my encounter videos, I try to use encounter triggers. Sorry, we don't have an encounter trigger, but encounter sentinels as best as I can. We run Elementaria because strides exist in this set, so be careful. For Dendrines, because you need the open rears for the multi-attack, and Dendrines are boosters, so it allows you to have better numbers overall. Basically, you put a card from rear guard to the bottom of the deck, and then you stand this unit. This is the cost. It'll be important later. This one when placed so blast 2 and then you count check one, which is very useful. Reason why I say effect is because of Stallion. It counts as a gold paladin, which is only kind of relevant, but not really. Not in this deck at least. When this unit is placed, if you're gold paladin Vanguard, which is always because Ezel. Energy +3, like top 3, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card in different kind name, call it the open rear, and then put the rest of the bomb in any order, which allows you to filter basically. And if you call a card at the end of the turn, put this unit at the bottom of the deck. This is the effect. So you would use the Dream to put this to a bomb, and then it will trigger its own effect, which does nothing. Because the cost is always priority. So it allows you to really build board pretty easily as well. Then you have Cell Ground, and I keep the power and keep the staple. Basically, if you play an order, which is once, or if you're more rear guards, which is almost always, you retire it and then look at top 2, put 1 to the hand and then put 1 to the bottom, which is usually behind Ezel, in my opinion. So it's kind of whatever. Other than that, we run our 8 crits because we want to kill them as fast as possible. 3 fronts because we always have front rows. 4 heals. Blue OT for this for more kill pressure. Although you can run Keto OT, I relegated doing this because I want to retrieve Salgown, Discordy, and PGs from drop. So I like the drop recursion a bit more. And the order to grab back as well. So we run 3 orders because we try to see it, but not really. So mostly because we're out of space. So that's the general use case there. So let's get back into the fight, and I guess I'll cut to when we get a matchup. Okay, that actually didn't take that long. Cool. Ooh, Raika. Ooh. But he is a lower rank, so I think it should be fine. But I don't know, because if we go second, we are basically going first. If we go first, it's basically our opponent throwing the game because they cannot go first. So I think rock, yep, and then we can go first. So, this hand is functionally perfect. We want Viscotti, we want to keep the other in the game. Sliders and triggers can go back. We don't need those right now. I don't want to join the heals! What is going on? Whatever. Honestly, we can discard the heals for this right now. But that's fine. Anyway, end phase. We don't need to guard because grade 3 we can use Cocoa. Hopefully they fixed it. I did put in the bug report that this is an issue because this is when this unit is discarded from hand or while riding from the right deck, or discarded from when this unit is put on Guardian Circle or from hand when riding from right deck, which I did confirm with a judge that does. If you don't ride, you do ride from right deck. If you can ride from right deck during the main phase, it does count. So let's see if it works. If it works, we win. If it doesn't, it's not even well. We give out a crit, so we don't have plenty of resources to do it. Because the first one for energy, and oh well, Cocoa. Oh, I keep thinking Cocoa when I think this. How do you get back-to-back Biscottis? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyway, we have 3 energy. Right the block. Omens with Cocoa. Use this first, because you always want the deck search first, so that you don't actually draw into it later. Anyway. So you don't clutter your enemy. Cocoa, you use energy. PG, not bad. Use this, discard Cocoa. Hopefully it's fixed, I don't know. It's not just fixed, they bugged out. Oh, frick. Let's play the order. And find T-Fault. We find T-Fault. T-Fault, please. Then, since we find T-Fault, we hopefully can find cell comments. Let's find out. Let's see here. We found Sagas though. Good enough. Then I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. So generally, I like to go rear. Oh, I might have messed up. No, I was going to attack T-Fault first, then this, I think. Do we need another PG? Nah, let's put it so. Don't need a counter blast first. Sorry, so I just realized we should attack with T-Fault first. Because Sagas has an anti-trigger mechanic. But for the most damage, we can attack with rear again. Because it says here if your opponent checks the trigger, it doesn't care about grade, and the second one also doesn't care about grade, it just cares about power. So, yeah, I should have done that. It worked out in the end, so then we can just attack with Ezel. We only get 1 drive this turn, which is fine, although I would like to see a Persona ride. Ooh, a heal trade, that's actually kind of sick. Nope. Yeah, the numbers are not great, 23 to 23. It's a beatdown strategy, basically. Unlike like Dimension Dayusha's Jump Right, where it checks for your opponent, this doesn't, which is really makes the difference. So you can actually like rush into it pretty well. Although unfortunately, since that was a waste of a Biscotti, because of they still haven't fixed it. Everyone mentioned in the bug report that Biscotti is not working for Ezel. Because honestly, it's just been really annoying right now. Like in the TCG, you can play this and no judge will call you on it. You will call judge, but like no judge will like fault you, because it says when riding from the right deck and not during the right phase. It's a very big difference actually, because it means you can't discard it for stride step and draw, but you can discard it for Ezel, which is very unique. In my opinion, we don't really counter blast right now, so we can actually guard this real fine. We don't need to heal, we don't want damage. Now I would like to see Persona, but that's not Persona. Anyway, we can Soul Blast out Red Line. But Run cares if I keep Soul Blast, I can't think about it. Oh well. Ooh. Grail that's unfortunate. There's nothing right, unfortunate. Yeah, it's beginning on right phase, which is kind of fun. Anyway. Use this. Honestly, T-Fault again, I guess. T-Fault. Soul Blast Moments. We need to keep in mind to keep one soul, try to keep one soul in. Dendrin. Honest? Dendrin. Let's get Dendrin here. Move this back. I think we're good. Anyway. So we can attack. Okay, 15, 18, yep. So let's go 15 first. Because now we got Twin Drive. So there's one issue with Ezel is you cannot ride. If you don't Persona, you're kind of losing a bit of pressure, but hopefully the Twin Drive makes up for it. I'm hoping, because if it doesn't, then we're kind of screwed. Ooh, crit. Crit. 23, 25. Let's give the crit here. Give the power to Ezel. Ooh, at that point, we might as well just go for a full turn. We might be thrown here. Or we might end the game fast. Oh. Oh! Over trigger! Let's go! 100 mil to Vanguard. At this point. Let's add Honor back to him. Critical. Let's go! Ezel! Kill Zero! Let's go! Oh, it's so stupid. It's so excessive. Yeah, it's not even fair. So that's Ezel in a nutshell. Obviously, you won't sack this hard in most cases, but the general gist of Ezel is you beat down because your opponent doesn't have much free. It's actually kind of crazy. I know I promised a PBO, but that's still in the works because getting some of the cards is just I don't have the I've been quite busy lately. I'm planning to go over go to the States soon to have a visit with extended family, so that's why. But don't worry, I'll try to pre-record a bit more footage so that you won't see the downtime like last week. Maybe some bonus videos as well. But until then, support your local card shop. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!